So I have to tell a story.
Of course you do.
Yes, I do. There's like when you see surfing movies, they're also cool because someone just dives in the water and they immediately know how to surf, and it's really easy. So I've been asking Mari to start getting me ready for surfing and teach me how to surf. So she's said finally yesterday that we got our boards and we went out in the water, and I'm like, it's like a lake out there. Why would we go out there? Because the first part of surfing that nobody tells you about is just paddling. And so Maria had me paddling out there, and I am so sore. I'm sore in my calves. I don't know how I got sore in my calves from surfing. Oh, the neck is sore, the shoulders, and my butt is sore. I don't know how all these muscles got sore. And she's just like, we're going to do this every day. And I'm like, this is not surfing. She's like, this is what you have to do to learn how to surf. So that's why we do what we do in this class.
Step one.
Yeah.
I used to. It's been a long time. I haven't been in the water, surfing at all.
You could tell there was a big difference between what I know and what she knows, because she'd be out there and I'd be like laying on the board just...
Like, don't drag your feet. That defeats the whole purpose.
My feet were on the side of the board holding onto the board so I wouldn't fall off, but I didn't realize it was drag. Okay, so here's where we start. We're going to actually start with stance. We haven't done this in a while. Feet are parallel, hips width apart, so this is where you start. Here is your ASIS. This is your pubic symphysis. Midway in between is hips width apart. So your stance is a little more narrow than you think. As you push down with your big toe and the corresponding metatarsal head, outer four toes and corresponding metatarsal head, but especially that pinky toe. Get that pinky toe down. And finally your heel. And then 1/3 the weight through the balls of your feet, 1/3 the weight through your toes, and 1/3 the weight through your heels as you slightly bend your knees, externally rotate. Now we're going to go into athletic ready posture as you're springing on the bottom. And then you're going to go long through your torso and unlock the riding reflex. Draw your shoulder blades down and back. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. And just stand for a moment. Feel what that feels like. We're going to come back to this eventually. Chest is up. Annie, push your hips back a little bit more. There we go. Chest up a lot more. Abs on. So first chakra, that's your pelvic floor. I want you to fire that up. Second chakra is your lower abs. Third chakra is your upper abs. We're getting all that fired up as we squeeze the shoulder blades down and back. Suck in the tummy, and then arms come to your sides. We're going to go for a little run. You're going to send your hips in opposition to your shoulders. You should be making an X across your abdomen. Your butt should literally be clapping behind you. Chest up, little bit faster, Esther. Chest up, shoulder blades down and back. Don't use your neck, we're using our abs. Keep breathing. Keep the weight distribution same in your feet. And now elbows up, like you're running through a crowd. Abs are nice and tight, you're sucking in your tummy. Twist, 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 twist. So I was on Instagram and I was watching these like real athletes use gimmicky exercise equipment that comes around Christmas. Arms to your sides again. Oh. And there was this, hey, you got your points. There was this super athlete and he was using one of those shake weights and he's like breaking a sweat because he's using it properly. So if you do this properly, it should warm up your body, abs are engaged, elbows back up again. Keep breathing. You have to breathe when you do this. Or you cannot breathe and you'll just pass out, which is just as fun.
Still going?
Yeah. And one more level, elbows down. Okay, now that I know you guys are warmed up, we're going to start warming up the feet. Ball goes under your left foot. Both legs are locked out. Both feet are parallel. Abs are engaged for second, third chakra. You're rolling out your foot. You can go sideways as long as your feet stay parallel. You can do your heel, lateral aspect of your foot, ball your foot, your toes, roll it out, feet parallel. We're going to be working abs today along with some butt activity to strengthen the butt and that connection, because you have to have abs and butt working together. You can always see people who have only butt and they'll have a flat butt and a big belly, or people with only abs and they'll have really tight abs and no control of a big gigantic butt. Keep breathing. Okay, take the ball back behind you. Keep your feet parallel. Abs are nice and tight. Take it back further than you think. Bend your front knee and then roll out your foot. Bend your knee, Annie. Abs are nice and tight.
Front knee, back leg straight.
You got it reversed. There you go. Take it back further, Esther. And keep those feet parallel. You're working your butte. I like small classes. We can work other neat stuff. Okay, come back forward. We'll do it. We have a dancer in here. Heel goes down, the ball's under the ball of your foot. That's okay, it happens. It's gonna go all the way, isn't it? Okay, ball's under the ball of your foot. So Annie, move your foot forward a tiny bit. Okay, you're gonna curl your toes down and then lift your toes up. Toes down, lift your toes up. Don't forget to lift the toes up as well. There you go, and toes down. If you're used to wearing shoes, it'll be easier for you to bring your toes up. If you're used to being barefoot, your toes go down easier. Make sure you can do both. Okay, and then keep your toes down and together, up and apart. Down and together, up and apart. Relax your nostrils. And remember to breathe. Together, apart. Together, apart. Eyes to the horizon, do not look down. Feel what your toes should be doing. You would never double check your hands.
10.
Okay, now we're gonna reverse it. Toes apart, down. Together, up. Down and apart, together, up. We have to be able to do both because that's what the feet do. Try not to use your nose, your mouth, or your hands. Abs are engaged. Keep breathing.
10.
Okay, let's switch sides. Roll out your right foot, your feet are parallel, both legs are straight. Abs are nice and tight. You can go side to side as long as your feet are parallel. Smiles are up. Oh. Abs. Keep breathing. Oh, that feels nice. Get it out. I don't know how this got cramped up from surfing or paddling. Not surfing. We didn't get to surfing. There are no waves. It was flat. It was like a lake yesterday.
Well, the last couple days it's been
beautiful. Yeah. Maybe not to surfers, but whoo. Last week there were, yeah. Okay, now take that leg back behind you. Keep your feet parallel. Bend your front knee. Whoops. Let's get this right. Bend that front knee, rear leg is straight. Make sure your knee's over the top of your foot and your feet are parallel. There you go. That's all the distortion your body has to make to get your feet parallel. Abs are nice and tight. Breathing. Don't get stuck in your head. This is fun. Yeah. Oh, okay, ball goes underneath the ball of your foot. So you're going to curl your toes down and then lift them up. Just pump those toes. Ball's under the ball of your foot. Abs are nice and tight. Smiles are up. Okay, and then together, down, open apart. Together, down, open apart. Yes.
Did we just do that?
On the other side we did.
What did we just do?
It was just up and down.
Oh.
Yes. Together and apart. Together and apart. Don't you worry, we'll get it now. Down and apart, up and together. Down and apart, up and together. Don't turn off your abs to get this to work. Keep breathing. We're just warming up still. Okay. Coming off the ball. Block goes under the ball of your left foot. Heel is down, abs are nice and tight. Oh, abs are nice and tight, shoulder blades are down and back. Pump your hips forward. Chest up. Keep breathing. Keep those feet parallel. Okay, staying in this position, hips forward. Is it 10 yet?
16,
Okay, we're doing 20.
20.
Okay, keep your hips forward as you now bend and straighten your right leg. Keep your left leg straight. This opens up your gastrocnemius, abs. Keep breathing.
10.
Okay, now bend and straighten your left leg. This will open up the soleus. Make sure that knee goes straight forward, straight back. It doesn't go medial. Yes. This cleans up alignment. Straight forward, straight back. Okay, good. Bend and straighten. There you go. That is now a stretch. Okay. Now. Okay, forward fold. Opening up the shoulder. Oh, the paddling muscles. Abs are nice and tight. Stretch, straight spine. First, second, third chakras on. That's pelvic floor, lower abs, upper abs. And then now bend and straighten your right leg. Abs are nice and tight. Make sure that knee goes straight forward, straight back. This is great because you can sort of look at your knees. Oh, that is so tight.
10.
Okay, now bend and straighten your left leg. Watch that knee alignment. Keep breathing.
10.
Okay, keep both legs straight as you take your right arm off the roller and you're gonna twist. Suck in your tummies. Shoulder blades are down and back. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, come back all the way up. Arms go over top of your head. Reach, reach, then reach even more. Pump your hips forward. Abs are nice and tight. Isn't this lovely? Keep breathing. And hips move. Oh. Smiles are up.
20.
Okay, switch sides. Haha. Follow your foot goes down. Abs are nice and tight. Shoulder blades are down and back. We're going to start out with pumping your hips forward. Feel what it feels like to open up the gastrocnemius. Chest is up. Relax your hands. They shouldn't be working. How many is that?
19, 20.
Okay, and then you're gonna bend and straighten your left leg. This will open up your gastrocnemius on the right side, and maybe even a little bit your tensor fasciolata that you use during surfing. Abs are nice and tight. Smiles are up. You can frown later. Now is the time to smile.
10.
Okay, now bend and straighten your right leg. Make sure that knee goes straight forward, straight back. Don't let it go medial. Don't let the work go into your shoulders. So you can see how the gastroc and the soleus, so very important in upright posture, can affect the shoulders. And now we're really going to feel it as we do a forward fold. Stretch, 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 suck in your tummies. Oh, dear. Long, long, long. Okay. And now reach with your...
Bend.
Oh yeah, bend and straighten your left leg. Thank you, Miss Maria. Watch the alignment of those knees. Straight forward, straight back. Abs are nice and tight. You can see how your calves will tighten up to create altered mechanics. Bend and straighten your right leg. Make sure that knee goes straight forward, straight back. We were watching basketball this last week with Kai doing all of his stuff, and there's this one kid whose knees knock in because his calves are so very tight, and it was so very clear because you can see on how his shoes were wearing out. Come all the way back up
Wait,
again.
twist.
Oh yeah, twist. Now we're doing the twist. Shoot it under. Thank you, Miss Maria. Oh. So the calves can get imbalanced, and it can create situations like that where your knees knock in or go out. As you see in older Asian men, they get bow-legged.
10.
Okay, now we're going to come up nice and tall. Arms go over the top of your head. Shoulder blades are down and back. Pump your hips forward, not pumping your shoulders back. So your hips going forward. Keep your abs engaged. Don't let your pelvic floor turn off. And your smiles are up. And then we'll do a tiny, tiny bit of glute max work. What number are we at?
20.
Okay. Now we'll do some glute max work. You're going to take your left foot forward, right foot back. Abs are nice and tight. Hinge forward. Make sure your knees over the top of your foot. Chest is up. Shoulder blades are down and back. Push your hips back. Rear leg is straight. We're going to start out by lowering your right hip down and then lifting it up. You're primarily moving this with your glute max and your ab muscles. Lift lower. Alignment of the knee does not change, so you don't want to see your knee going side to side. Keep breathing. Jaws relaxed. This is Annie's song.
10.
I still remember that jib jab video. Arms go back behind you, sucking your tummy. Here we go. We're going to go slow forward, come back up slowly. Sucking your tummy, no blowing your belly into your thigh. We are doing glute max and quad work. You're stabilizing with your abs and your lats. Straight spine, no pressure into any joints. We're working muscles and not joints. Hold that balance by keeping your core on. Smiles are up.
Nine. 10.
Okay, right arm goes forward, left arm goes back. Abs are nice and tight. Remember where your foot is because it's going to return. Lift and lower. Straight leg. Ooh. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Keep the work in your left glute max. Keep the front leg bent.
10.
Whew. And we'll switch sides. Easy peasy. Abs are nice and tight. Suck in your tummy. You can have your roller off to your left. Core is engaged, knee is bent. Shoulder blades are down back. Push your hips back as you lower down your left hip and then lift it up. Lower it down, lift up. Lean forward a little bit more. Bend that front knee. There you go. Watch the alignment of the knee over the top of your foot. In fact, that knee should not move. This is how you protect the knees. Okay, stay in this position as your arms go back behind you. Shoulder blades are down and back. Abs are engaged, chest is up. We're working muscles, not joints, as you hinge forward and come back up. You're using your right glute max, right quad, right booty cheek, right thigh. Hold your balance. Keep your core on, don't blow your belly out. Okay, left arm forward, right arm back. As you lift, lower that rear foot, put it back to the same spot every time. Smiles are up. You should feel this in your booty, not in your back. Watch the alignment, a knee over the top of your foot, bend that front knee. Work your butt, not your knee.
10.
Okay, come back to standing. Feet parallel, hip circle. Abs are engaged, shoulder blades are down and back. Smiles are up. Keep breathing, opposite direction.
8.
Okay, 8, we're still
9.
going apparently.
10.
Now we go the opposite direction. In general is good enough. Horseshoes, hand grenades, and counting. Okay. Left leg forward, right foot back. We're going to do a little bit of jumping. So get in your stance. Abs are nice and tight. Shoulder blades are down and back. You're going to take your right hand forward, left hand back. You're going to hinge forward slightly. This is all about inertia. So you're not using joints at all. You're using all muscles. Stabilize everything. I want you to stabilize that rear leg as you just bring your heel to your butt and then back down. It's a quick little pop. Soft landing.
10.
Okay, good. Stay in this position. Abs are nice and tight. Remember where your right knee is because it's not going to move forward. Push your hips back, chest is up. Bend and straighten your leg behind you. Don't let that knee move forward. Keep breathing. Your head doesn't move. Feel it? Good.
10.
Okay, we're switching sides. Doing our jumping again. Push your hips back. Knees over top of your foot. Abs are engaged. Left hand forward, right hand back. Abs are nice and tight. Okay, here we start to jump. Whoops, false started. Soft landing. Rear leg is straight. Rear leg is straight, Annie. That's 10? Okay.
Yes.
Remember where your left knee is. Abs are nice and tight. Left arm forward, right arm back as you bend and straighten that rear leg. Carry the weight in your glute max on your right. Foot always goes back to the same spot. Don't pull the knee forward.
10.
Okay, good. Switch sides. Ah. Now that we've got ballistic motion started, we're going to do ballistic motion. Abs are nice and tight. Front knee is bent. Rear leg is straight. Shoulder blades are down and back. We're going to do it quick, fast, fast. Abs. Okay, good. Switch sides. Easy peasy. Knee over top of your foot. Push your hips back. Shoulder blades are down and back. Abs nice and tight. Lats on. Don't use any joints. We're using muscles. Oh, 10?
10.
Surfing muscles. Forward fold. Oh, it should feel a lot easier to do your forward fold. Straight spine. Keep breathing.
You can wiggle side to side.
Oh, open up those lats from paddling. It's always interesting how when you start something new you're not good at, you end up talking to yourself a lot.
Or talking a lot to the person you're with.
Mari, stop, I think I'm dying. Okay, you're good. Go on your left knee, right foot goes forward. Yeah, that's what it's doing the whole time. It's like, Mari, is it supposed to feel like this? Mari, why so far ahead of me? We're still going? Okay, your right foot is forward, your left foot is on the block. I'll wait for Annie to switch.
No, the left knee is on the block.
Left knee's on the block. Left knee's on the block. Abs are nice and tight. We're going to start out with the riding reflex. Head is over the top of the block. Abs are engaged. Hip circles. Very, very important little motion. Okay, opposite direction. Keep breathing. Okay, from here, hands going to stick them up. Chest is up, shoulder blades are down back. We're going to lift, hold, gently lower. Lift, hold, gently lower. Take your left toes off the ground. Lift toes, gently lower. Lift your toes and lower. Keep breathing. Abs, core.
10.
Okay, good. Okay, let's stretch forward. Open up the rectus femoris. Oh. Keep breathing. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Okay, put your right hand to the ground, continue to stretch. Deepen the stretch. So as I told you guys, I found the table and I'm refinishing it. I often have to go into this position to sand underneath the table.
10.
Okay, come back out of it. We're gonna go in the opposite direction. You're gonna toe up, leg goes straight. You're gonna forward fold, stretch, forward, reach forward. No pressure in your low back or knee. We are stretching muscles and not joints. So if you feel it in joints, figure out what muscles you have to tighten out to stabilize.
10.
Okay, and come back up. We're gonna try it one more time.
Oh.
Hands and stick them up. Foot comes off the ground. Hip circles. It's just fun. Smiles are up. You're wiggling your hips. This should be smiley, fun work.
10.
Opposite direction. Ooh. Hold that core on.
10.
Okay, good. We'll switch sides. Head over top of the block. As always, abs are engaged, shoulder blades are down and back. Hip circles. Remember, hip circles are round. 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 Not triangular or
10.
square. Opposite direction. Smiles are up.
10.
Okay. We did this one first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Abs are nice and tight, hands and stick them up. Toes are off the ground, that's your right toes. You're gonna lift, hold, gently lower. Not left toes. Notice if one side's easier than the other. I'll tell you a lot about balance and how you put work through that extremity if one side is much easier than the other side.
10.
Okay, good. Then we stretched forward, didn't we? Yes, that's what we did. We stretched forward. Abs are nice and tight. Opening up your rectus femoris, abs are engaged. Keep breathing. Okay, reach your hand to the ground. Ooh. Open up that stretch. Sand underneath the table. Okay, come back. Counter stretch. Front leg is straight, abs are nice and tight. Reach forward, stretching muscles, not joints. No pressure into any joints.
10.
Okay, we're gonna come back up. Hands going to stick them up again. Abs are nice and tight, chest is up. Toes are off the ground. You're gonna lift your foot up off the ground, hip circles. Notice this one side's easier than the other or more difficult. Whoa. Ah, there we go. Abs.
10.
Opposite direction. Smiles are up. Oh, yes. Yes. We are dancing.
10.
Okay, good.
We should turn the camera the other
And
way
the other way,
and
let
then
you
show
guys be
everybody
seen.
what's happening in class.
It's not just us. Okay, your foot is forward. Even though Gillen is not here, we're gonna do her favorite exercises. Abs are nice and tight, shoulder blades are down and back. You're gonna take your left hand forward, right hand back. Toes are curled under, you're gonna lift 1 inch off the block. Abs are nice and tight, and here we go. Hinge forward, and then come back up. Don't get taller. Stay short and low. These are small angles. Lower down, Annie. Abs are nice and tight. Move from your booty. Keep your core on. No pressure in your low back. No pressure in your knees.
10.
And rest. Okay, straighten that rear leg. Abs are nice and tight. Knees over top of your foot. You're just gonna take your arms over top of your head. Like you see some baby falling from the 3rd floor of a building and you're going to catch it. Lean forward more.
Try to create that straight line from the back heel to the crown of your head, reaching out 45 degrees. Really, really squeeze that right glute.
Abs are engaged.
Everything's fired up. Holding that wall that's falling down behind you.
And catching that baby.
And breathe. Abs engaged.
Okay, enough baby.
10.
Holy cow. Switch sides. Anyone feel that? Yeah. Okay, I don't want anyone to be cheated. Okay, what is this? Right hand forward, left hand back. Abs are nice and tight. Okay, here we go. Lift up 1 inch. And then hinge forward, come back out. Abs are nice and tight. Keep breathing, you will not die from this. Andy, did you switch sides? Okay. Okay, and down. Okay, we're all ready for this. We're gonna straighten that rear leg. Abs are nice and tight. Hinge forward, abs nice and tight. Arms go over the top of your head, you're catching babies.
Really, really fire up that back leg, pressing that energy out of the back heel, reaching out through the crown of your head.
Come forward, Annie. Chest up, arms up.
Firing everything up, holding up that wall behind your back, and catching that baby like Michael said.
Ah, got it. Ah.
Squeeze those abs. Squeezing that left glute, I mean the right glute.
What number?
10.
Okay, good. Oh, come back up into standing. Oh. Abs are nice and tight, hip circles. Opposite direction, even though that wasn't 10. That's all I have enough energy for.
Now it's 10.
Okay, let's hit the ground. All right. Oh,
Abs.
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 After we stretch the calves a little.
What?
I mean, not calves, quads.
Quads.
And feet.
And feet.
Okay, everyone's favorites. Chest is up, shoulder blades are down and back, abs are nice and tight. We're gonna do sit-ups first. Suck in your tummy and release. Suck in your tummy and release.
10.
Okay, now you're gonna lean back and take your knees off the ground. Hiya. There you go. Suck in your tummy and release. Suck in your tummy, release. Smiles are
Relax
up.
your face.
This should be easy peasy for a dancer.
10.
Okay, now we're gonna curl our toes under. Push your heels back, push, 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 push. Then push back some more. We're staying in this position. Stick your booty out. Push, 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 push. And then now sit up, suck in your tummy, release. Tighten your pelvic floor, tighten your abs. It's a great position to feel your pelvic floor. Jaws relaxed. Keep breathing.
10.
Okay, now we're gonna lean back. Chest is up, shoulder blades are down and back. Suck in your tummy and release. Suck and release. Try to keep your knees together. Okay, push your hips forward. Suck in your tummy and release. Suck in your tummy and release. Okay. Oh. Point your toes, just kick your feet out.
That's mine.
Oh, where's mine? Oh. Okay, we're gonna put the ball on top of the block. We'll do this real quickly. We'll turn on the pelvic floor. Ball's midway between your pubic bone and your tailbone. Chest is up. Now, head is over top of the ball. Shoulder blades are down and back. Let's just do it. Interlock your fingers. Oh, back behind you. Squeeze those shoulder blades down and back. Chest is up. Move your head and neck around. Keep your abs engaged. Don't turn off your pelvic floor. Make sure that ball's midway between your pubic bone and tailbone and not underneath your tailbone. I think I could have paddled for so much longer if I wasn't putting so much work into my neck. And what's more insulting, I know what it means by putting all the work into your neck. Okay, good. Yeah, put a snorkel on. Okay, head's over the top of the ball. You're gonna just take your right shoulder back, wiggle it back. This is the come hither motion. Come hither. Yeah. Other side. Okay, now squeeze your shoulder blades down back. Make sure your head stays over the top of your body as we go for a swim. Oh, this was hurting so bad yesterday. Abs are nice and tight. I just had a bad board. Okay, so the very first time I went swimming, I didn't understand surfing. So when someone said put wax on the board, I put it on the side that went against the water because I thought it was like skiing.
10.
Okay, good. Palms go up, abs are nice and tight. First, we're gonna pump those thumbs backwards, open up your pecs.
Slow down the water.
Yeah. I thought it was like skiing, you makes it go faster.
So what happened? The way it's slower?
Oh yeah.
10.
And I kept slipping off the board. Abs are nice and tight. You're gonna internal, external rotate. Keep your arms out to your sides. This is developing those shoulder muscles, those stabilizers. And then you can tell people how you feel about things. I feel this way about it.
10.
Okay, arms go back behind you once again. Stretch open. Usually we do more on the pelvic floor, but we're gonna go straighten the abs from here. Take the ball out from underneath you. Take the block out. Let me move the microphone. Okay, ball's gonna go in the small of your back. First things first, we're gonna do a stretch. You're gonna bring your pinkies together behind you. Oh. Chest is open, shoulder blades are down and back. Once again, move your head and neck around because apparently used them for surfing or paddling. Didn't even get to surfing. So it's funny, I'm like, Mario, where's the surf spot? She's all, it's down there. And I'm like, oh, that's not so far. Let's paddle down there. We get about a quarter of the way down there. I'm like, yeah, that's enough. Let's go home.
10.
Okay, good. Now that you've done that, you can keep your hands back behind you as we start doing our sit-ups. Tighten up your pelvic floor. Relax your butt. Close up your rib cage, suck in your tummy, and release. Don't use your chest. Don't use your neck. Keep breathing. This is where abdominal control comes from, and this is how we practice it.
10.
Okay, arms go out in front of you. Abs are nice and tight. You're going to go back as far as you comfortably can go, and then come back out. As you do, you're sucking in your tummy. Suck in that tummy. So you're changing the shape of your abdomen in function.
So as you come up, exhale. Try to really initiate from shortening the distance between your pubic bone and belly button. Engage the lower abs first, connect through your upper abs.
That should be 10, huh?
10.
Okay, now to the right and to the left. Keep breathing. Jaws relaxed. How many is that? It's got to be more than 10. Okay, arms go back behind you. Abs are nice and tight, chest is up. Once again, sit up, suck in your tummy, release. Suck in your tummy and release. This is make sure we're activating the proper muscles. Okay. Now we're going to lean back to the last point that you're comfortable. So just come a little bit into that comfort. Chest goes long. You're going to swim over the top of your head. Keep breathing. Oh, yeah. That's why my abs got sore yesterday. What number are we on?
16.
Are we there yet?
20.
Okay. Oh, guys, feel your abs? Okay, good. It's not just me. Legs go straight. Ball's still in the small of your back. Your arms are back behind you. You're going to do sit-ups again. Suck in your tummy, release. Suck in your tummy, release. Okay. Now, arms go up. We're going to do our Bruce Lee punches. That means your arms stay straight. You're punching with your body, not with your elbows. So suck in your tummy. And this is why Bruce Lee was such a powerful puncher, is he punched with his core, not with his extremities. So even though he weighed like 150 pounds, he was punching with 100% of 150 pounds. Okay, rest. And by rest, I mean suck in your tummy and release. Suck in your tummy and release. Suck in your tummy and release. Keep breathing. Now, we're going to go for a walk. Arms go to your sides. Abs are nice and tight. Opposite hand, opposite foot. Keep your tummy sucked in as you walk. Smiles are up. You can add Maria's detail of doing a little sit-up at the same time. Okay, arch over the top of the ball. Arch, 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 arch. Did I give myself enough space? I did. Rock from side to side. Now, if you feel pressure in your low back, that means you used your psoas muscle. If you feel pressure in the front of your hips, that means you used your iliacus. But if you feel tightness in what would be your six-pack, that's your rectus abdominis. You did great, and that's what we want to do. Keep rocking side to side. Ah, yeah. Jaws relaxed. Okay, let's sit up again. Come on up. Okay, your butt comes off the ground. Your hands are nice and back behind you. Suck in your tummy. You're going to touch your butt to the ground and then lift it up. But you're using your abs, not your butt or your legs or your arms. Lift lower, lift lower. Smiles are up. Keep breathing. Jaws relaxed.
10.
Okay, now take your hands off the ground. Abs are nice and tight. We're going to do sit-ups first. Only 10.
10.
Okay, rest. Like that one? Okay, because we're going to go for a walk next in a second. After it stops raining. Okay, here we go. Butts off the ground, arms off the ground. Opposite hand, opposite foot. Hold that balance by keeping your core on. Your butt stays off the ground. Smiles are up. How many is that?
18. 20.
Okay, arch over top of the ball. Rock from side to side. Once again, if you felt this in your low back, it means you used your psoas muscle. If you feel it in the front of your hips, that's your iliacus. But if you feel it in your abdomen or right down the front, that's rectus abdominis, and that's great. Oh, and I felt it there. And then we're gonna sit on up again. Legs come off to the right. The ball will go slightly underneath your left butt cheek. You should look like this.
If the microphone isn't in your way.
Yes. Okay, chest goes up nice and tall. You're sucking your tummy, hands going to stick them up as we start our first sit up. Suck in your tummy and release. Suck in your tummy and release. Not a big deal, but it will get the obliques, transverse abdominis, and rectus abdominis all firing up at once.
10.
And then we're going to do a lean to the right as we go into the I'm a little teapot movement. Abs are nice and tight. Suck into your tummy. Try to change the shape of your body by contracting muscles from your hip to the bottom of your ribs. Keep breathing.
10.
Okay, rotate to the right as we continue. Suck in your tummy. We're now using the internal obliques. Okay, we're going to rotate. We're going to activate the external obliques as we now lean back. The oh my goodness gracious, Godzilla's coming movement. Abs are nice and tight. Suck in that tummy. Okay, back to the original position. Hands stays and stick them up. You're going to lift, lower your leg. Lift and lower it. Smiles are up. You should feel your obliques working, not your hip flexors. If you feel it in your hip flexors, move your hip forward and lift. Okay, arch over to the top of the ball now. Oops.
Oops.
That happens. If you want, you could hook your left ankle over your right knee. I'll pull that knee down. You are breathing. Okay, enough of that. Let's come back up again. We're going to do the other side. Chest is up, shoulder blades are down and back, abs are nice and tight, hands going to stick them up. We're going to do our sit-ups by sucking in your tummy and releasing. This is how you tighten up your abs when you know someone's taking a profile photo of you. Ooh. Ooh.
10.
Okay, stay in this upright position, shoulder blades are down, back, abs nice and tight. You're going to lean over to left using those obliques. I know it's easy to use what's called your serratus anterior up higher. We don't want that. We want the obliques working. Suck in your tummy simultaneously. Okay, rotate, 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 and lean forward to get the internal oblique on this side. As you're doing it, you can look at the muscle poster over there and see where the internal obliques are and how it tapers your body. Smiles are up. And we're going to rotate to the right as we lean back to the left. Yes. Abs are nice and tight. Okay, good. From this position, hands are in stick them up as you lift lower your leg, lift lower, lift lower. Don't use your hip, use your obliques. If you feel it in those hip, push your hip forward and lift higher.
10.
Okay, good. This is where we arc over the top of the ball now. You can hook your right ankle over the top of your foot as you do. This will help open up the muscles you somehow used for swimming or paddling. I can just feel the empathetic suffering that's going on from my paddling, I'll call it experience. Yes. My pre-surfing. Makes me really not want to get into surfing. There was nothing pleasant about it. But I did get to wear my rash guard, which was really cool. Because it's better to look good than it is to feel good.
But ask him about taking the rash guard off.
Oh my God. I could not get it off. I'm like, Maria, help me. And she's just like, no, you got to learn how to do this. Go back in the water. But I didn't hear the part where she says, don't pull it over your head, just bring it to your neck. So I pulled it over my head and a wave came and it's like being waterboarded.
I specifically said.
Okay. You're going to go on your back. The ball's going to go underneath your right foot. That's it. Abs are nice and tight. We're going to start out just by warming up. Both your left foot's on the ground. Both feet are parallel. You're just going to push your hips up. It's going to create an unstable platform for you to activate your hamstring and your glute max. Keep your abs engaged. Keep those toes curling around the ball. What number are we on?
5.
Oh my goodness. I think I'm on 20. Okay, now take that ball and put it behind your knee. Okay, you're going to push your hips up off the ground. The abs are engaged. It's going to create a contralateral torquing of the pelvis and torso as you bring your knee to your chest and back down. Touch the ground with your toe tips and then lift back up. So you're using one glute max, both your abs in a contra pattern. You may have the wrong leggings on. That may make it a problem. What number is that?
9. 10.
Okay, switch sides. Let go. Okay, remember both feet are parallel. Your left foot's on top of the ball. Abs are nice and tight. You're first going to lift lower your hips. Curl your toes around the ball. Smiles are up. Clearly, I paddled more with my one butt cheek than the other one.
10,
Okay. Put that ball behind your knee. Your legs bent, abs are nice and tight. Push your hips up off the ground as you touch your foot to the ground, and then knee to chest. Toe to ground, knee to chest. Keep your hips in the air. Abs. Keep breathing. How many is that?
9, 10.
Okay, rest out. Put the ball underneath your right foot. Left leg goes straight. Oh no, bend your left leg, it changed my mind. You're gonna lift your hips up, and what you're gonna do is straighten your leg out on top of the ball and then bend it. Straighten it and bend it. This is proprioceptive to keeping your core on. And it'll also help you do a better job of stomping on cockroaches underneath your heel. Abs are nice and tight. Roll in, roll out. Abs are engaged, and switch sides. Push your hips up, abs nice and tight. Same thing, straighten your leg, bend your leg. Keep your butt off the ground. So funny, when I was from Southern California, everyone's so PETA aware. When you come here, people are killing cockroaches with their hands. Keep breathing. Oh my God, Kesha.
10.
And down. Okay, put both heels on the ball. Both toes are down against the ground. And then you're gonna lift your booty up. Squeeze the ball. Abs are nice and tight. Your toes are on the ground, the balls of your feet are on the ground.
They don't want to be.
Yeah, but that's the next exercise. You can't steal that exercise. You're gonna lower your booty. This will work your glute backs and your abs. Abs are nice and tight. Suck in that tummy. Keep squeezing that ball.
10.
Okay, and then now we're gonna do Mario's variation where your whole foot's on the ball and nothing's touching the ground. You're touching the ball. Abs are nice and tight. You're gonna lower your hips. Keep breathing. Suck in that tummy. Shoulder blades are down and back. Abs are nice and tight. Ah. Keep breathing. Suck it in. Anyone feel this yet?
10.
Okay, rest. Now put the ball underneath your sacrum. Take your legs up in the air. You're just gonna pump your ankles. Pump, 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 pump. This is counter flow to what the blood flow usually does based on gravity to your feet. So in other words, gravity causes blood to go to your feet. Now your feet are above your head. So you should feel your calves getting a little heavy feeling because they're being deprived of blood that's naturally usually there. And you really see how the calf is the second heart. Abs are nice and tight. Legs go apart, continue to do the same thing. Abs are nice and tight. Keep breathing. So this was an especially easy class today, seeing that it was post-Christmas. So probably you didn't feel much, especially since I was sore from paddling. And then now bend and straighten your knees. No pressure in the knees because we're non-weight bearing. So if you do feel pressure in your knees, figure out what muscles you have to stabilize to protect your knees. This is also contralateral abdominal stabilization. Oh, this is just fun. Okay, go ahead, put your feet back down on the ground, straight both legs against the ground. See what things feel like as you rock from side to side. We're going to do one last stretch for me, not for you guys, before we finish up and go on to the roller. You're going to sit back up again. Oh, you're going to get your blocks. Separate them about shoulders width. Put your elbows on the blocks. And you're going to bring your thumbs to your thoracic spine. And then you can rock side to side. Opening up the muscles you use to paddle and paddle and paddle. It seemed like it never stopped, that you were still paddling. If you want, you can drop your head all the way to the ground as you go side to side. Okay. Then we can come all the way back up again. Oh, that shoulder should feel a whole lot better. We're going to go on your roller lengthwise now. We have made it. You're going to lay on your roller. Your feet are parallel. Your knees are over tops of your feet. Your head's on the roller. Your butt's on the roller. Your shoulder blades are down and back. Your abs are nice and tight. You're just breathing. Take your arms out to the side like you're hugging someone very, very large. Squeeze your shoulder blades down back. Let your pecs naturally open up. Keep first, second, and third chakras fired up. You can turn your head left and right just to make sure your neck's not involved in this. Jaws relaxed. Bring your arms to your sides, palms facing down now. Chest stays open. Continue to breathe. Just notice what it felt like to work your butt, what it felt like to open up your shoulders, what it felt like to connect to your core. Reestablish new pathways of balance. Find out where you're strong and where you're weak, what you like to avoid, which is usually weak, and what you like doing, because typically that's strong and coordinated. Yesterday, by paddling, I found out there's an efficiency in which I use my body, and taking it into a brand new behavior that I don't typically use showed me how many muscles I don't access fully at any given time. And that is a great thing to find out. That's a huge burst of neurological information to my brain that I hadn't been getting. And it shows me how sedentary my life has gotten, even though I'm physically active. And that's what we want to be aware of. When do we get sedentary? Sedentary doesn't always mean just sitting on a sofa watching TV. It's the amount in which you activate energy. I used to have this thing with my students. I called it the minimum minimum and the maximum maximum. And most people are working out at their minimum with the minimum amount of effort. If you could just do your day at the maximum effort, a maximum recruitment, your body would stay in shape without really even having to exercise. That's a good statement about effort in general. In these last few moments, just breathe, see how things feel. Connect to your abs, first, second, third chakras. Inhale and exhale through your abdomen, connecting to your core. And finally to your center. You guys have done an amazing job. And on behalf of Maria and me, we would like to say thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for supporting us. And thank you for doing the crazy things that we ask of you. We appreciate you so very much. Namaste.
Namaste.